Hello everyone, it is Caitlin and today we are making an 1860s corset. First step, cutting. So we are using this pink cotton twill today. It's actually left over from a modern corset and I decided to use it. So colored corsets they do show up in this time period. They are not nearly as common as white corsets, so the next 1860s corset we are making will be white. But I am dealing with stash stuff right now. I didn't feel like buying anything, and this is what I had in the stash. I could have sworn I had some white couture in there, and I can't find it. So we're using this. Having to rig pattern pieces. I'm pretty sure I can get it without piecing anything. We're going to figure that out. I already cut out 2 of the pieces. And all I have left is the side back. And I'm pretty sure I can get it out of these stuff. So we're making a double layer corset. And this is my normal corset pattern that I have been using. So I used it for the 1870s corset and I used it for the 1850s corset. And really they're all the same except I have a little bit of, like this is going to have a front busk. The 1850s corset did not have a front busk. And the 1870s corset did have a busk, but then we did some fancy work on it that was, pretty 70s. And because I'm doing a double layer corset, I need 4 of each piece. That'll work. Hey, look, it's gonna fit. Alright. I don't think I could have gotten any more pieces out of this, but we managed to make this work. Alright, let's start sewing. We got 4 little bits to sew together. We're going to use the modern machine today. It's been a while since I've used this thing. Of course, on one front I'm going to have to make spaces so I can put in the busk. Alright, time to put in the busk. So the eye version, I lined it up exactly to fit. I did the hook one first. So that is in at least, not sewn in, but it's, pinned in. And so I just put these 2 pieces together to make sure they matched up perfectly, and I put pins where the holes need to be. Of course, I don't want to cut them because that's going to weaken the fibers. But I can use an awl to poke it. Very gently because you don't want to break the fibers. The twill is not wanting to go. It is being very persnickety and very difficult. Okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and stick number 1 in while the hole's decently sized, because they will push themselves back, as they're already doing. Alright, oops, almost there. There we go. That one's in. Let's do the next one. Maybe I've broken some fibers on that one. Maybe a little careful. Now I got a couple more to do. Alright, boning channels. So, I'm going to keep the white thread in here and we'll just make it a decorative stitching. Putting in eyelets. Or grommets, really, but sometimes it's easier to call them eyelets. The twill is very difficult to work with on this part. It does not like being pushed apart. cut my eyelets about an inch apart. And they absolutely did not have to be even. I could have put absolutely like every half inch around the waist or something, but it was easier to do it this way. And that's why I did my 1870s corset. I know that corset fits just fine, so I am not concerned about it. Boning. I have German plastic whalebone that I am using. This stuff is some of my favorite bones. And honestly, they're just so nice. They are made to mimic baleen, so even though they are plastic, they are made to mimic baleen, and they are just so nice. And it makes for a really comfortable corset that it will actually mold to your body. And you can sew over them, which is really nice when we put the binding on. Alright, putting on the binding. I chose a linen binding because it's the closest I had to the fabric. I thought it looked better than the white, but I don't have any more of the fabric to make binding. Alright, here we are. Corsets done. In my chemise and my drawers. I did my hair up even. I'm trying a new style, so seeing how it works. Might need longer laces because I like to have some wiggle room, but maybe after I tighten it, it'll be fine. Alright, there it is. Slight problem in the back. I opted to put the German whalebone in the very center back, and I don't usually do that. I usually do a metal boning, and this is kind of puckering pretty significantly actually, which I don't have that issue in the 1870s corset when I used the metal boning. So I'm going to take that out and redo that. But other than that, the front looks like it fits pretty well, and it's very comfortable. So yeah, I think it's just that one little issue, and it's just that center back one. I didn't have any extra of the boning. Actually, I do somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere. I'll have to find it. So we're probably going to have the same issue with the 1850s corset, I would think. I'm going to have to order some more steel boning. I do not have any right now, but I needed to order some more anyway, so this will actually just work out in the end. So, other than that, it works really well. So, I needed a new 1860s corset. It fits that bill. Other than that small little fitting issue in the back, the laces are up and down. It's about a 4-inch gap, maybe a 3.5-inch gap, which is, you know, pretty good. You want that. You don't want your corset to close all the way. So, I think fit-wise, it works really well. It's just going to need to be that one little bit fixed, and that was just a simple part. And that's a simple fix. So, yeah, there is the pink corset, the 1860s corset. I'm excited to get to work with it and use it. So, it is very comfortable. So, I think part of it's pinching at the back a little bit, I think because it's doing that weird thing, which it won't be doing once I get some metal boning in there. So, easy fix. I know this corset pattern fits really well because I used it for the 1870s corset, and that way and that's the reason I know that fixing and putting the metal boning in the center back will fix my issue just right away. So I've been using that corset for doing things like cooking and chopping wood and going to fetch water and doing like hard labor stuff. And that corset's held up really well and it's super comfortable, so I know it's going to work. I just need to go fix that. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to have a corset that was all German plastic whalebone, but okay, we'll have the center back being metal, which is what I usually do anyway, so it'll work out just fine. Other than that, there it is. Quick, simple project. I made it last evening. I also made an 1850s corset at the same time, and so it really took me an evening to make 2 corsets, which really isn't that bad at all. So yeah, that's really all it takes. It's not difficult. I already had the pattern drafted up. All I had to do was cut it out and make it up. So yay, 1860s corset in the wraps. Thank you so much for joining me today as we made our 1860s corset. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and as always, have a great week, and I'll see you back here on Monday.